have one last question because I'm fascinated by these White House Correspondents dinners. Did you ever go to a White House Correspondents dinner?
I never did. I was never interested. Um,
Okay. Well, I want to
those
ask your
I could
thoughts
have,
about it.
but they uh, that seemed like a really clubby scene to me, actually. If you want to
Yeah,
talk
because
about the
well, so before you
and
get into it, so
I
like
didn't really.
this was always my concern. I never really understood why like the White House press would party with the administration. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
it was just a natural continuation of the relationships that they all just had behind the scenes that none of us are aware of, and they're just being openly
Well,
blatant about. But I just
that's
don't get
certainly the
why do you
line
drink
today.
together? It seems weird.
Yeah, I agree. And I was kind of surprised recently. It's only recently has it come to my attention with people I know your age in the arts and in media that really scorn that dinner. And I thought, oh wow, that's a new one. I mean, I used to watch people killing themselves to get tickets to that thing, and now nope, everyone says you shouldn't go. At the time, I didn't care for that ambiance. And the thing I learned in D.C., and I'll wrap up with this. Uh, that was interesting to me, and I was 22 when I was doing this. So this was like, wow, okay, so this is how the world is. Going into it, I thought the two drivers of the world were money and fame. Like if you people were either after one or the other or both. And in DC, I learned there's a third one, power, and that there are people that love power and that they do not need, they could give them very little money and they would just as soon not be famous if they have power and access. And that was my big life lesson in DC, that there is a third driver of human nature, power.
Yeah, absolutely. And no better place to necessarily find that than in some of the
That's
network news staff at
uh,
this point.
absolutely.
I love wine, and my favorite kind of wine is a high altitude Argentinian Malbec. And now you can get 50% off some of my favorite bottles and 50% off shipping by visiting AllisonWinePromo.com. That's Allison with one L, winepromo.com. These wines come from one of the most isolated winemaking regions in the world, with the Andes Mountains on one side and desert on the other. One of the Malbecs is from the third highest vineyard in the world at 8,950 feet. The reason I love these wines is the altitude means that the UV rays beating down on the grapes is making them work harder, and doctors I talk to say they have higher antioxidant properties. Again, it's AllisonWinePromo.com, Allison with one L, winepromo.com.